Happy Thursday, everybody. Thank you so much for downloading or streaming the Be Our Guest podcast. The following is the live call-in show from this past Sunday night, January 18th, 2026. Of course, Scotty G joined me for the show, and we took your calls. Well, we took your calls about halfway through the show. We had the phone computer act up for about the first half of the show, but I got it figured out about halfway through. And we got a couple of great calls from Mike, who talked about his very first marathon experience down at Walt Disney World. Yes, he became a marathoner down at Walt Disney World. So we got to talk about what that was like. It's a great experience there. And also June called in to talk about Tokyo Disneyland and why I need to get out there and why that would be a special experience for me. So great calls and great conversations. The Star Wars characters coming out to Disneyland, some of the original characters out there, and more. And also, can you dine counter service exclusively on a Disney trip? I did it, and we talk about that as well. Don't forget, today's show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan your next Disney adventure for no additional cost to you. Check out all the details this week over at themagicforless.com. Please also use our Amazon affiliate link when you shop online. That one extra click supports everything we do throughout the year. BeOurGuestPodcast.com/Amazon. And thank you so very much to our Patreon supporters. You guys are the folks who keep us on the air, so I can't thank you enough for that. You can support us for just $5 a month. And when you do that, you get a bonus show every week called Mike in the Midwest. Come over this week. We sure love to have you at Patreon.com/BeOurGuestPodcast.
Ready to take a trip to the world? You found the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. This is where your memories come front and center on our podcast stage.
Well, hey, everybody. Welcome to the BOGP Open Line for Sunday night, January 18th, 2026. I'm your host, Mike Rallman from BeOurGuestPodcast.com and one of the senior agents over at the Magic for Less Travel. Glad you're here tonight or listening to the replay on the feed here. We're going to be here for the next hour taking your calls at 407-584-7173. Again, that's 407-584-7173. We're going to be talking some marathon stories. If you were down for marathon weekend, want to share the good, the bad, the ugly from your races or maybe your resort stay, maybe some great meals, all the meetups, let's do it. You want to talk about, hey, we have folks at Walt Disney World right now, thoughts on your vacations, whatever it is, cruises. We're open to talk about anything you like. The new restaurant coming to Disney Springs, put out there by Gideon's Bakery. That thing looks a little crazy, little gothic, I guess you could say. It's going to be an experience. We can talk about that too. Whatever you want. The phone lines will be open. Joining me tonight, Scotty G, Must See Adventures. Scott, haven't got to talk to you for a little bit. What's going on? Glad you're back. Glad we're back together.
Yeah, missed you last Sunday, but congratulations on another dopey. Another marathon. That was pretty awesome. A little jealous I wasn't there. You know, I was dealing with snow here and all that while you guys are down there putting in some work, putting in those miles. But it was fun to follow along here from home. And I know this is a Sunday night live show, but for me, it feels like a Saturday night because I have work off tomorrow.
Stop.
Thanks to the Martin Luther King holiday. So we'll be observing the great Dr. Martin Luther King tomorrow. And with that, we won't be working. So I'm going to party tonight like it's a Saturday.
Some of us don't get off tomorrow or today, so stop. No. I was working today, but hey, I like what I do. So, it's just how it is. So we're going to have a live, tomorrow get to record 2 podcasts. Tonight we get to do a live call-in show. So life is good. So, what's been going on with you, like when it comes to Disney? Like I know we've been talking, you're planning your trip out to San Diego. You're going to do a Disney cruise and get to see some of the Disneyland stuff, the 70th anniversary stuff while you're out there. What are you looking forward to?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to 70th because we were there for the 60th and just felt like we had to do the 70th, right? It only made sense. And we're only going to do two days, which is a little different for us because when we've done Disneyland, we've done like 4 to 5 days. And anytime someone calls in and they ask, we always say, well, more is better.
Yep.
But we always say realistically, if you only have 2 days, you can squeeze it in 2 days. So I'm going to put that up to the test, Mike. I'm going to try to do it in 2 days, which can be done. But like, I'm glad we talked about like, should we do that first or should we do that after the cruise? I'm glad we landed on doing that first. because we always say
Mhm.
get tired first and then go on the cruise. Is kind of like
That's
what
what
we
I would
always say,
do. Yeah,
right?
that's because people do say both ways, and I am a wear yourself out first, chill on the cruise person. I know there's
Yeah.
two strategies.
Even though
That's
we
me.
don't really chill on the cruise,
I
and we're
know,
going to be doing excursions because we're
but
going to new to us places, and
the
stuff
ship's
like
only
that.
so
But
big, and the excursions are only so strenuous. Yeah, I'm
yeah,
with you.
exactly. But yeah, super excited for that. Probably going to stay at a good neighbor hotel. You talk about working every day. I'm probably going to be bugging you here in the next couple days to book our stay there. But yeah, excited for that. And then just chill in San Diego. There's a restaurant that I love in Little Italy called Morning Glory. Awesome breakfast. Wade turned me on to that. And the last time I went there, we rope dropped it. I love how we just use that term in our everyday life, right?
Oh,
Mike,
dude,
like rope drop.
exactly.
And and we got there like a half hour early and we were still like 20th in line. I mean, it was just this huge wait to get in. And for some reason, I went to their website today. I know this isn't Disney. It'll be really quick. And I saw that you could book reservations now, though. I'm like, what? Oh my God, you
Ooh.
can reserve a table for Morning Glory on Open Table. I was like, shoot, I better do that now, Like, so I knew because I know which day I want to go there. And it said, oh, you have to wait 30 days until your window. So out of curiosity, I pulled up what was 30 days from today, and they were all gone. And I looked in this week parameter, everything is gone. So I was like, oh my God, yeah, 'cause it's still true. Everyone wants to go there. So I put a reminder notification on Open Table to let me know the second the date that I want opens up so I can go in and snag one. So
I love though that you're getting out there and seeing more than just Disneyland. You're going to do the cruise, you're going to do some San Diego stuff, and also get to see that's awesome because when we went out on that trip in 22, we got to see Griffith Park, we got to see
mhm.
Santa Monica Pier, we went to a Dodgers game. That's what really made that trip so memorable. So I'm excited
Yeah,
that you're
and I
doing
tend
that
to
kind
do
of
that
stuff.
more in California than I do in
Same.
Florida. In Florida, I just stay in the Disney bubble.
Same.
you know?
I was going to say that. Like when I went down for this past, for marathon weekend, I was there from Wednesday to Monday. Never once left the bubble. Took an Uber in, took an Uber out. Never once left. Just a couple things because I want to open up the phone lines because I know a lot of folks do want to call tonight. One of the things I want to bring up to you though, total counter service the entire stay from Wednesday to Monday. Did not do
I
one
told
table
Elizabeth
service
that
meal.
because
Can
you
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 believe
said
it?
that in the Discord, and we talked about that, and I was like, oh yeah, now I think about it because you shared all your meals on the
Yeah.
Discord, and I was telling her, well, you shared them on Instagram and stuff too.
Yeah.
She's like, oh yeah, she's like, well, that kind of makes sense because he was he didn't really join in with any of the other lizard stuff, he's back at his room kind of early, that kind of makes sense. She's like, if I was in that situation, I probably would have been doing the same. So Liz totally agreed with you. That was the move, she thinks. So
It
you
was
have
kind of
Liz
like
approval there.
I mean, it was a few things, right? I mean, I've been having some stomach issues, so I'm trying to temper that. I wasn't really supposed to be doing a whole lot there, but it was that, plus right after Christmas, you're trying to save a little money, plus going to
Yeah,
Disneyland here in a couple weeks. It's like 2 trips in a month
it's
is,
crazy.
you got to try to be a little economically sound where you cut corners where you can. I'm still getting to go on 2 trips, which is amazing. But when you're solo, it makes it a lot easier, right? If you're there with family, you want to do sit down meals and so forth. So being
For
solo,
sure.
it's easy. And plus, you don't have to plan. You can just kind of pop in. And I'll tell you what I learned is,
It's the beauty of that.
oh my gosh, French Quarter has really good meals at at Sasagula Floatworks. I loved it. Now, don't get the jerk chicken during marathon weekend,
So
dude. That
that's
was
why I need
ooh,
to ask. Oh my
whoo,
God, I've
it
been
was
dying to
so good,
ask you
dude. It was
because you
smoking
said
good.
something in the Discord.
Oh, go ahead,
You said
though.
something about you teased it. You didn't fully explain what happened, but you said your dopey dreams might have been crushed
Oh, dude.
Wednesday night because of the jerk chicken.
Oh my God. So I ate it. the night before the 5K, right? So I got because dude, it looks so good. I love jerk chicken. We got on our honeymoon in Jamaica because we went on a cruise and we stopped at Jamaica in Mont or whatever that place is, Bonnie or whatever one. We stopped there, did a zip lining tour, and at the end they gave us jerk chicken. There was jerk chicken we could buy. We loved it. So I saw jerk chicken on the menu, and I told Pam, I was like, "Ooh, they have jerk chicken." She's like, "Don't get that. You're running dopey. You're having you can't. You're not supposed to eat certain things." I'm like, "Ah, it'll be cool." She's like, "Don't get that." I'm like, so I hung up and I got jerk chicken. And so, dude, it was so good. I'm telling you, it tasted so good, but it was smoking hot. I think I was even posting when I was eating it. Like I was sweating when I was eating it in the food court. Like it was so hot. I must have had 3 Coke Zeros, but it was fire. I was good until after the 5K the next morning. When I got back to the room after the 5K the next morning, my stomach was hurting, like cramping so bad. And that's what I'm getting fixed. Like I called Pam, like I was like, I might have to call an ambulance. Like that's how bad it was. Like I was like, you might have to fly down here and like get me, or like I'm gonna have to go to the ER or something. Like this is it. Like this, I should not have run dopey. I'm done. Cause I thought it had done me in. But fortunately I went down to the Jackson Square. That's like their store. They have little rolls. And the one thing I forgot to bring was Tums. I bought all the little rolls of Tums, like 4 or 5 little rolls of Tums. I just ate them things like candy, little peppermint things, and all the stuff, dude. And I laid in that room all Friday morning, or was it Thursday? It was Friday morning. It was the morning after the 5K. I laid in that room just like until like 1 or 2 in the afternoon, and I couldn't move. I just like pulled the drapes, dark as anything. After the 5K, just laid there, didn't take a shower, nothing. Until finally, it just like my stomach finally like calmed down. But ooh,
wow!
I'm just saying that stuff. If you're playing with fire, if you get it, it tastes great, man. But it'll do a number on you. So don't get that during a race weekend. But it was good. Whew. But yeah, but the food there. Other than that, like after that, I learned I got the fettuccine. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, that's chill. Like fettuccine and grilled chicken. That's why I posted that one thing. Safe meal, fettuccine, grilled chicken. Dude, don't play. No spices. But yeah, the beignets were fire too. I got too many of those, and yeah, you can do counter service if you're but table service is great meals, but it saved a little money, and it was once I got halfway through, it's kind of like an experiment. Could I have sat down somewhere and done like a sci-fi or something like that? Yeah, prime time. Yeah. But I was like, I'll just try this one.
And I know you want to open up the phone calls, but like you asked me about like what am I excited about or what am I planning for my next trip? But you're the one that still has the next trip. Like you're going to Disneyland in a couple of weeks. So what are you trying to do out there? Like you're going to see the 70th before me.
I'm super pumped, dude. You know how I love Disneyland. I can't stand it, dude. I'm super excited. Excited to run out there, because hopefully I've been fighting like a bad cold the last 3 days. Everybody gets that post-marathon weekend crud. Oh, yeah. I thought I escaped it, dude. I was like, yes, I got home, didn't have it. I was like, this year I didn't. Yeah, dude, hit me Friday. So I think I'm getting over it though. I'm hoping. Been taking all the Dayquil that's on the shelf. So hopefully I'm bouncing.
I mean, we haven't seen you post the run, so we know that's when we instantly know something's wrong. Like I knew something was wrong on Saturday when I didn't see you like share a run.
I know, dude. I know it's killing me, dude. Stop. I'm feeling like a slug now. So I know because
you don't have to do that. You don't have to be running every day. I'm just saying. But like when you're out of your routine, when I know your routine so well and I don't see it, I know something's wrong.
It was bad. Yeah. So I ran Friday and I shouldn't have, and that's what screwed me up. But anyway, hopefully back tomorrow. But yeah, I'm looking forward to Disneyland because I ran some decent times in Florida, and the conditions were pretty warm, and you can run easier out of Disneyland because of the humidity being lower in the races. You don't have that whole like, elephant in the room of the full marathon, like weighing on you at the end. So I'm hoping to be able to kind of run really hard and see what I can do out there, have fun and enjoy the parks. Cause the parks are so fun out there. It's like a real big celebration for people that run dopey because it's not as big of a, like a ask as far as like taxing on your body. Cause you're not doing a full marathon out there. It's a little bit easier to run because of the no humidity. And you don't put as many miles on your feet walking around the parks either at Disneyland. So I'm just looking forward to having a good time out there.
So I always argue you do. Me and Liz think you do more at Disneyland.
Maybe you're right. I mean,
because we bounce back and forth between the two parks all the time because we park hop more there. And then if we want to take a break, we got to walk back to a resort. Like you're not taking a bus back.
That's true. That is true.
Walking back to a good neighbor hotel and then you're walking back. Like we find, I can probably pull some historic numbers. We walk more on Disneyland days than Walt Disney World days.
Huh. I'm gonna look. Okay, when I go out there in a couple of weeks, I'll check that. We'll check back on that. But yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited to be out there and see what we can do because I ran my half marathon PR out there last year, and I want to see if I can maybe. I'm not saying I'll do that again this year, but dude, I'm getting older. But we'll see. So. Who knows? All right, let's open up the phone lines. 407-584-7173. I have a few other things.
Are you going to try that beignet like sandwich thing?
Oh, dude, am I going to try? How many am I going to try? I cannot wait. It's a beignet.
You'll have to try it out for me so I know. I think that'll still be around when I go there.
Dude, that thing could get me in trouble. See, these things, I should not be eating these things. But
for research. I think Dr. L is going to be out there because I think he tagged you on something on the Discord, so he can try for us for research too.
But I was made for that thing. I was made for that thing. 407-584-7173. You want to call in if you're at Marathon Weekend? I know Ian is tuned in. I got a lot of folks tuned in. Yes, I can. I've heard about that. I need to take that. I've been taking those Airborns and the Dayquils and all that good stuff. Let me make sure we're good here. Oh, let's see here. Oh my gosh. So now, but I mean, as far as the 70th for you, like, is there something like, when was the last time you were at Disneyland? It's been a minute,
it
right?
would have been that last run Disney race I did out there. So January 24. So a couple years.
Dude,
so
it's been a little bit.
It might be our longest drought.
I'll say it's a long time for you.
Since the first time we've went, this is the longest we've gone, not going to Disneyland. So we're excited.
You excited about them bringing, now, of course, this will be after even your trip, though. The Star Wars characters from the original.
Yeah, that's going to be after us.
Yeah,
oh my God, we're so psyched for that. Yeah,
I'm excited for that too. I wish that was happening before we went out there because, dude, those are my Star Wars people.
Those are my
Leia.
Star Wars characters.
Yeah, dude, I was like, oh man, why can't this be happening for the race weekend? But I mean, I don't know. But
I've always said, like, I don't like Galaxy's Edge out west because it took out the Big Thunder Ranch, which was awesome. I know you never got to see that, and you and I've talked about it, like. Very rarely do we even go into Galaxy's Edge when we're out at Disneyland. Like for me, like it's hard to find sometimes too. Like I get lost trying to even find it. So I don't like. I mean, I know why they do it because it's more fair. Like domestically for the people in the country, that if you're closer to California or you're closer out east, that you can both see it. But I'd rather have one Galaxy's Edge, and I'd rather have it be in Florida and have something else out west. And that's why I think it's interesting that they're the ones getting the newer characters. But I have a feeling it's going to come to Florida, right? It's going to be a big hit out there, right?
But and I'm with you. Like when you said that, they should keep it different. Like I don't like exact copies on both coasts, and I think we totally agree on this. And I think people were looking for it to be, like when's the news going to be that it's going to be at Walt Disney World? Hang on a second here.
See, I'd rather it not.
That's what
because I want them to be different. I want there to be a reason for us to go out there and see it, as opposed to seeing it in Florida. So, but I don't know. But I don't want to upset it, and I'm not trying to upset anyone by that because I know most of us probably go to Walt Disney World, and we want to see, and I think most of us want to see those older characters. So.
Okay, somebody in the chat saying the place that deserves is getting it. I mean, is Disneyland more deserving of the characters from the original movies getting it than Walt Disney? I don't know if one's more deserving than the other, but I mean, maybe it's because they're closer to Hollywood. I don't know. It's the
I was about to. That's what I'm going to say. I mean, you and I.
Why did they pick that?
We think the character interactions are a little bit better out west, so maybe that's why. Maybe those characters will be better out there because of that.
I don't know.
But it's tough. But remember, like Galaxy's Edge opened out west first, like before it opened out in Florida. So maybe that's. I mean, that really doesn't make sense. I'm just trying to theorize here, but maybe that's why. Maybe it's a little trial to see how it goes, and it's going to most likely be super popular, I bet. And then they're going to see like, wow, this is working really well. We got to do this in Walt Disney World too, and then it'll make its way.
Could be. Sorry, I'm having to reset.
It'll be one of those things like we're gonna get everyone to book trips to Disneyland to go see it. So we're gonna like get a bunch of like Disneyland like boost, ticket sales boosted, and then after several months or a year, we'll open it out east, and then everyone will go back out there to go see it.
I agree. Yeah, I mean because. It's going to be a hit, right? Because this is the generation that we've been. I mean, everybody's been screaming about this since Galaxy's Edge opened. Like, why does it have to be locked into the that? I don't know if it's that Batu story, right? It was so they kept it like open ended so they could make it anything, but they did everything but bring in Vader and Luke and Leia, and I mean that's the heart of the Star Wars universe that all of us want to see.
Or maybe they're going to do something with the Star Wars hotel again with the characters.
Hang on, I got to restart the phone computer.
They're not doing anything with it, right? Or did it turn to some offices?
They're turning it into offices for Magic.
That's what I thought. Yeah,
isn't that crazy? That's crazy. rebooting the computer. This is what happens when you don't have a live show for a couple weeks.
It was just a week. It was just 1 week.
I know, but the old computer takes a holiday here, so it's coming back online. So yeah, it is. Yeah, I mean, but I hope they do keep it separate. You know, just like I hope that there's a difference between like Cars Land and then what they're putting into Magic Kingdom, even though it's going to have to do with cars. Don't listen to the password as I type it in. So what do you think about?
Oh, I'm gonna hack your password. I know those keystrokes.
There you go. People do that. So did you see the news about that new? Like, I didn't dive into it too much because I've been sick. But that whole restaurant coming from Gideon's at Disney Springs, that looks a little bit too crazy for me.
No, it sounds cool, and it's funny because Liz was reading about it, and she said, "Scott, this sounds like a Runza." And like I was like, oh my gosh, I think that's what Wade said in the Discord. So I went back to read what Wade said, and then like I read about it, like, oh my god, yeah, the way it's describing what it is a Runza, a Resna. Yeah, I can't even say the word right.
Runza. Yeah. No, see, if it's Runzas, I love Runzas, dude. Runzas. Wow.
That's kind of what it sounds like that they're going to be making there.
Well, sign me up for Runzas. The atmosphere just looked kind of crazy. So I was like,
I love that kind of stuff.
And I mean, it is like it's a theme park. It's a whole resort. I mean, it's gonna be fun, but it does look wild, So I don't know. We'll see. All right, I think I got this fixed. Okay, hang on. I'm trying to get this fixed.
Man, we might be getting it fixed.
I think we'll see. That's famous last words. All right.
And when you do this, is normally when you start fixing things, and then I have to like.
And my dad's obviously busy. I can't call him to engineer because he's actually engineering a football game right now. All right, we have a call. Hey, who's joining us? Somebody was there. Let's see.
This is always fun. This happens like once a quarter.
It does. Hang on. Let's see.
Always entertaining.
I know live stuff is always fun. This is why nobody else does this. All right, caller, you there? Hello, caller.
Jason's comments.
I love this.
Hello,
are you there, caller? Yep, you were. Oh no, it's doing that thing where you get people for like 5 seconds. Where we did that like a year ago. Oh no.
Man.
Let's see.
This is interesting.
We'll try it again.
This is some awesome live radio. This is what happens.
This might just turn into a podcast, but we'll try it one more time because I think everybody gets a kick out of watching us suffer. All right, let's try it one more time here.
It's more so you.
It is me. And it's the same
because you're the one that's working the controls. I'm just sitting here.
I know, but it's me because I don't know how to figure this out because we're trying to get this going. All right, caller, you there? Hello, caller. Caller from the 772. This is so fun. I apologize to everybody.
Well, people can put some questions in or some topics they want to talk about in the chat.
Yes, please put questions in the chat and we will address those while we get this rolling because I can figure this out. Let me get one other thing to check.
Yeah, Brooke, I missed you all this weekend too. Like, Marathon Weekend is pretty awesome. And yeah, I just seen all the posts. Congratulations to you on the half. That was awesome. All the spectators, seeing everyone out there cheering was great. And yeah, just being on social media and seeing everyone posting all their photos, all the group dining, like that's what it's all about to me, right? For Marathon Weekend is all the meetups, all the friendships that we built over the years and just seeing everybody, like, because I think a lot of like I kind of hate running. Like I do those I sign up for all the, I mean, you saw I signed up for all the races. I scaled back a little bit now, but the reason I did all those races was just so I could just hang out with everybody afterwards and just, see everyone, so seeing all those photos did make me miss everyone. So glad to hear that I was missed too, though. I'm glad to know that I wasn't forgotten, so I did miss everybody too. And hope to see you guys there next time.
I think I got it. This is like Han Solo's telling it to Chewie or whatever. Let's see. Hang on.
Don't ever tell me the odds.
Don't ever tell me. Let's see.
Punch it.
Hang on. Well, I'm gonna hit the button here. Let's see. Hang on. Let me put it where I can take calls again. Let me see. We had a loose wire here. Who came in here while I was out of town? Let me see. Hang on. Put it back on here.
Was Mallory? Did Mallory try to?
She have a party in the studio? Did she do an unauthorized podcast while I was out of town? What's going on here? How do I get that to go away? I don't want to see that. I don't want to upgrade either.
Do we think the Adventure will eventually sail from the U.S.? I don't think it will.
I don't think so either.
That ship is just so different.
I agree with you.
But I do plan on sailing that ship.
You do, huh?
I do. I want to go to Singapore. I want to see honestly, I want to see the airport. The airport just looks incredible.
I've heard that. I do want to see that airport. Maybe even more than that ship.
That's like a tourist attraction right there, just seeing the airport. And I know you're fascinated with airports.
I am fascinated with airports. I love airports. All right, 407-584-7173. Give it another shot. Somebody be brave.
And Becca, I personally would rather do a 7-night cruise than back-to-back 3-night and 4-night. So, well, I guess it depends on what you're trying to do. So, because if it's Disney Cruise Line, if you do a 3 and a 4 nights, you do get two reservations towards like your status. So if you're trying to get to like gold or like platinum, like quicker,
that's a good point.
That would count as 2 versus 1.
All right, we have a call.
I don't like disembarking the ship. Like I'd rather just continue on my sailing and just make it a 7-nighter. But we have a call, Mike.
Yes, we do. Hey, who is joining us? Nobody. I thought I had it. See, that's never tell me the odds that I fixed it. Let me check one more thing here. Do I got that? Yep, got that up.
Oh no.
Got that potted up. Don't have it muted. God.
And then sometimes when you do a 3-night and a 4-night, is it like sometimes it's the same itinerary? So if the 3-night and 4-night is like a Bohemian one and it's like going to Nassau twice, like you're going to Nassau twice. Where a 7-nighter might have like a couple sea days in there, and some, so I just feel like you have more variety with the 7-nighter, unless if like the 3 and 4-nighter are just completely different itineraries. That's where I would potentially consider doing the back-to-back with the 3 and 4-night.
Agreed. Hang on one second.
Oh, Mike's going back and fixing something. He's going to press some buttons. Any thoughts on a BOGP Tokyo Disney trip? Yeah, I mean, I'm down for that. I don't know how many BOGP listeners are willing to do the travel to Tokyo, but like I know we certainly are. Like Emily is fascinated with like the culture there. We are too, and like it's just finding the time, right? Because that's one where like I'm gonna have to make sure I save up a bunch of time off, because that's not going to be one where like we go for a week and come back. Like we're going to want to be there for a while. And, but yeah, I would love to do that trip. So if we want to coordinate some dates as a BOGP family, that would be sweet.
You know what? We've started our applications for our passports and we have our, interview on Tuesday.
Look at this. See, Mike might be in on that too now.
On Tuesday, we're going to go to the post office and do the thing for the passports.
I think we need to do. I mean, the BOGP is not my thing. This is Mike's thing, but I think because like we've learned this with the Discord, like we're all over the place, but a lot of us are like in the same place a lot too. So like I think it'd be fun to see like more like meetups, like the Wisconsin meetup or the Midwest meetup. Like I know Jason was talking about the Indie Disney a while ago. Like it doesn't have to be like that organized, where like, because that took a lot of work, right? To do the Indie. Well, I can't even say that. The Indie Disney. You guys know what I'm saying. But like, it doesn't have to be like that complicated where you could still just like meet up somewhere. And if you want to tie it into some charity thing, like, sure, you could like figure out some way to donate some money or whatever, but just to hang out and like talk Disney or get to know people, like I'm all for that. Like I'm willing to travel and see some people or drive somewhere here in the Midwest or whatever. Like I think that'd be a lot of fun personally.
I am too.
You think you got it, Mike?
Dude, I'm not even saying it. Call, you there?
What's up, Mike? What's up, Scotty?
Oh my gosh, the 17th time. It's a miracle. Don't need anybody touch anything. Anybody that's listening, even if you're listening on Thursday.
I'm glad I'm the first. I kept trying.
Dude, even if you're listening on Thursday, 4 days later, don't touch anything.
Don't move a muscle.
Don't
What is
move.
Isn't that what Gary Sinise says in like
Yes.
what he
Good.
used to
That's a
say?
great callback, Scott. Yes. Don't move a muscle.
Mission faith.
Thanks for calling 17 times and let me hang up on you 16. That's awesome. You're the best.
I love watching love seeing all your posts, Mike, and congratulations on a crazy great time you had. Amazing.
I just don't like being hot. I just want to get in before it got too hot. I was like, dude, I got Mexican food to eat. I got to get in.
It was really bad. I mean, it was my first marathon, and it was really hot. Around mile 20, I was just like, whoa.
So wait, who is this? Let everybody know.
This is Mike in Vero Beach.
Okay, making sure. Yes. Okay, so this is Vero Mike and Scott.
Right.
Did you just hear? He just kind of blew past it. First time marathoner on the line.
Yeah.
Dude, that's the greatest thing ever.
I thought this was Vero Mike, and I was following along, and I saw that you were running for the first time the full marathon. So congratulations!
The full
Mike.
marathon.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Mr. Mike Dolan here.
It was a great time.
Yeah. So let me ask you, because I love, dude, first time marathons are like the coolest thing in the world to me. Like, because you know, like the whole, like you only get to, Scott and I talk about this the whole time. We're jealous of people who get to go on Disney trips for the first time, like your first Disney cruise, all that stuff for the first time. You just don't get to do it again. So like, what surprised you? What was the best part for you as far as that whole 26-2 experience at Walt Disney World?
Well, you know, just the experience of, you know, being there. I've done other runs in Disney, but this was just really special. And, you know, just the vibe, you know, knowing I was going to do it. And I trained, and, you know, I don't know. It's hard to put into words. It was just such a great experience. And my wife and I did it together. And that was her first marathon as well.
Nice.
So just, you know, just really proud of, you know, of just, you know, finishing and doing it, you know. It was one, yeah.
So let me ask you this: Scott even mentioned this because I had it in my head after he said it. I forgot where he posted it or told me or something. He's like, I love the marathon except mile 17 to 22, and he put that somewhere in the Discord or something. And dude, it was stuck with me like days before. I'm like, why did you post that somewhere? Were those miles? I mean, because they are the worst miles of the race, right?
Brutal.
Leaving Animal Kingdom through Blizzard Beach, because once you get to the studios, you're gonna make it, right? Pretty much, like that's mentally, you just got to make it to the studios once you leave Animal Kingdom. Was that one of those things for you?
What's that?
Was that like one of those things where you just had to grind those miles? But I mean, it's worth it. But I mean, that was the toughest part for you, right? Because it was hot.
Tough. I remember hitting 15 miles and. That was, I think that was where Ray was, you know.
Yeah, Star Wars mile.
Star
15.
Wars area.
Yeah.
And I was like thinking to myself, I'm like, I got this. I'm crushing it. And then all of a sudden, things just started to hurt. You know, knee pain, thigh pain. The heat started to kick in, but I just kept going. You know, I did my walk breaks and was dumping water on my head and getting the ice. And they brought the sponges out, so that really helped. But yeah, I definitely that heat was incredible. And I'm from Florida, you know. I trained in the summer and it was brutal. When I got back to the hotel, it took me a little while to really cool down.
Yeah, that humidity this past weekend was just rough. I mean, during the half marathon, people just disappeared into clouds coming back into Epcot. Like you couldn't see 20 yards in front of you. They just like going over that overpass. People just disappeared right into it. It was crazy.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was nuts.
Like, they shortened the marathon by almost 2 miles because of the heat.
Yeah, they cut the out and back on Western Way and Blizzard Beach towards the end, and I mean it was the right call because from what I heard, the medics were becoming overwhelmed with people that were just being treated for like heat related illnesses. Which again, you want to keep people safe, you know, like you ran, and if you finished it, you finished it. You know what I'm saying? You ran the course that was given to you, and you know that's how it is. It was. If you got through 24.6 miles, you probably walked 10 more miles that day in the park getting your pictures, and you endured incredible conditions. Like you're a marathoner. Don't doubt that. It's crazy. It was hot.
And next year, we really wanted to do the Dopey, so that's definitely on the radar. So
if you can do more, if you can do the marathon, you can do the Dopey. It's because the marathon's the beast. I mean, Scott, you've done it many times. I mean, right? It's just same thing, right?
I mean, yeah, but like I mean, not to discourage you, Mike, but like you do the half marathon on Saturday, and you're like, dang, I gotta do double this.
Just don't think about
Like,
it that
that's
way.
the worst
no.
feeling. The worst feeling, I think, besides mile 17 to 22, is when you finish on Saturday and you're like, man, this time tomorrow, I got to do this all over again.
Times 2.
But no, it's all good. Dopey is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun for sure. I think you should do it for sure, because that's how I did. I did my marathon first in 2016, and then I've only done Dopey since.
Yeah.
Oh no, I did a Goofy in there one year too, because I was like, I'm gonna have a vacation this time. I'm gonna just do Goofy.
Yeah, and we went pretty hard in the parks. We got there Friday and Saturday. I went really hard in the parks, which I probably shouldn't have done, but whatever. You're there. I was there.
Yeah, I was really careful this year because I just knew that, like, one, I wasn't really supposed to be running anyway. And so I did go back to the room earlier than I normally do and didn't go hard in the parks. Like, I went in and did Carousel of Progress and did People Mover. I didn't ride any e-ticket attractions really hardly at all the whole weekend. I was kind of smart. Like, I guess as you get older, you get a little smarter. Like, I wanted to finish the races and not, be dragged off the course. So that was the focus. Now Disneyland, I love the rides out there so much. I don't know. It's going to be tough. We'll see.
We went into Epcot after the race and we did Living with Land. We did Nemo. We did Spaceship Earth, all the easy rides.
Yeah. I missed Spaceship Earth.
Did you fall asleep on any of those?
Yeah, see, that's the thing. Exactly.
Spaceship Earth, when I first got on it, I was like, oh, I shouldn't be here right now. I should be back in the hotel room in bed. But I had some coffee at Starbucks and powered through it. So it was a lot of fun. And we also ate only quick service as well.
See, there you go. It can happen. I mean, there's good stuff. I fell asleep on Soarin' over the weekend when I rode it. I fell asleep on Soarin'. Pam's like, how do you fall asleep on Soarin'? I was like, dude, I was tired. And that, I'm telling you, that music and that, like, the wind, I fall asleep in the car all the time. I was out like, not when I'm driving, when Pam's driving, but I was out like a light. Like on Soarin'.
You descend back and they're like, sir, you need to wake up.
Exactly. Sir. Patrick's like, get out of the chair, mister. Too peaceful. Well, hey, congratulations, Mike. Man, Dopey next year. That's awesome.
It was great.
That's awesome. Marathoner for life.
Really great. We stayed at the Grand Destino, and the bus system was amazing. It was so close, and the Coronado,
Agreed.
Really great hotel. We love it.
That's where I'd have been if I'd have booked my hotel soon enough, but I always wait till the last minute to book my own. But you know what? I loved French Quarter, and Scott talks about French Quarter, and Scott is exactly right. I mentioned this on Mike in the Midwest today on the Patreon show, is that staff at French Quarter, and I know Coronado is the same, but God, the staff at French Quarter is so good. Like it seems like there's always a general manager in a suit standing out front greeting, but there's always the official greeter that's got on like the Mardi Gras gear with like the beads and the doubloons and stuff like that. He's always out there. You can get a picture with him, but they always every day had like a little table set up as you got off the bus after the race with like oranges and bananas and like little things to take your picture with. It was great. Posters.
Yeah, Coronado had the same thing.
They had that at Coronado. See, I didn't remember that last year, so that's good. That maybe they're doing that everywhere.
I think that's a newer thing for Coronado because I saw that at Wine and Dine when I stayed there too, and I was like, oh, this is awesome that they're doing this now too. But yeah, so I'd love to see that at Coronado too.
Yeah, the cast members were amazing, especially during the race. That's one of the big highlights. Everyone was so enthusiastic, and everyone was calling my name out, reading my bib. Awesome.
Yeah, it's really nice because, you get that high of finishing the race. You go through and kind of calm down and get back to the motor coach and take that, 10-minute ride back to your resort. You're cooled off. But then when you get back off and get back home, in air quotes, you get off the bus and then, you're getting celebrated again as you walk back, to your hotel room, which I thought it's a small touch, but it's one of the things that meant the most to me the whole weekend. Like I loved it. You saw people that got off the motor coach ahead of you that are standing there with like the little paddle that says 10K or, the big frame that says Run Disney, but they're at your hotel. It's just more of a chill atmosphere than doing it, right outside of the race in the parking lot before you get on the buses. It just, I like that they do that. It does make you feel appreciated for staying at that hotel. And if they do it at all the hotels, they should, because that's a great touch.
I think they do. Yeah.
I love to hear that.
Amazing weekend. We had two other highlights. Zootopia was amazing, the new movie. And of course we said goodbye to Dinosaur. So
I didn't do dinosaur. I totally forgot about doing that until I saw somebody post about it today. I was like, oh, I didn't go to Animal Kingdom. But
Yeah.
oh well. I've done
What are
it
you
a
gonna
bunch
do?
of times. I know. Dang it. Oh well. I'll write Indiana Jones and pretend when I'm out at Disney.
Yeah, it's going to be
There
awesome.
you go.
The Encanto is going to be awesome too. It's going to be great. That whole new land.
I couldn't believe how much they built up already when we ran through there. I was like, holy smokes.
Yes.
There's a lot going on back there because we went backstage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot. All right. What was your best meal you had over marathon weekend? Because you did counter
You know
service.
what?
What was it
That's
though?
going to quick service. We did a lot in the Grandestino, but in France at the boulangerie, the patisserie.
Good
Nice
stuff.
call.
The boulangerie. It's called boulangerie patisserie in France.
Yeah. So what'd you
had
get?
The quiche. We had the quiche with the quiche Lorraine, and funny enough, I got a big baguette and sat there with the baguette, and it was incredible.
Dude, that's what
For
life's
like
about.
$5, just like
You're
so
killing
simple.
it. Yeah, because that's one of the cheapest things you can get at Walt Disney World too.
The baguette and quiche was like, I don't know, it was just amazing.
You're killing it. Well, hey, Mike, thanks for the call. Hey, congratulations on becoming a marathoner, man. You're in the club forever, and we'll see it. We'll see you Toe and Dopey next year. We'll be out there.
Absolutely.
Thanks for the call.
Guys, thanks, Mike. Thanks, Scotty.
Yeah, congratulations, Mike. We'll see you at Dopey, huh?
Yeah, thanks for hanging with us. Thanks for sticking with us
Awesome,
17 times. All right, talk to you soon. All right, bye.
All right, guys.
Oh, and real quick, I got to say a huge shout out to Danny, who is in the chat right now. I got to tell you about this, Scott, right here. Danny, see him right here?
Yeah.
Danny was on the podcast years ago, a few years back. He's from the Netherlands. We did a trip report. He's from the Netherlands. Danny's fast, by the way, on the marathon. We went back and forth for miles on the marathon, for miles and miles. But the only reason we went back and forth is because he stopped at every picture spot. And like, I don't stop, dude. I just go one speed only, and just never stop, just focus. Like I'm like Forrest Gump. But he was with his buddy, and they would stop at every picture spot. But Danny never stopped smiling. He's the most positive guy in the world. And he'd always like, Mike, you okay? You okay? I mean, I must look like I'm deaf, like when I'm running. I know I do. And he was always checking on me the whole way and just had the best attitude. And like, I loved it because I felt like I had somebody looking out for me on the course that was like a healthy runner.
You had like a coach.
Exactly. I totally felt like that the whole time. But Danny was like just this positive ball of energy, like just making it through the marathon. I was like, God, I have like a guardian angel out here on the course. So I just want to give a shout out to Danny. It was so good to have like a wingman out there, like they just popped out of nowhere. So I just shout out to Danny over in the Netherlands tuned in, who was just a joy to have out there next to me throughout the race. But it was great because like he'd be in front of me, then he'd be coming up behind me again. I'm like, oh my God, how'd I pass him? Because he stopped for 5 pictures. But go ahead. I know you had a couple things to say. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say if they because you always say like, oh, they should, if they did registration like right after the race, like how people would like just be like, because Mike is like, oh yeah, I'm doing Dopey next year, like sign me up. I feel like they would get no new registrants. It would just be 100% everyone that just did the race. Like totally. So if you weren't doing, if that's what they decided to do for 27, it would only be the people that just did it for 26.
Somebody in the crowd
would sign up.
Somebody in the corral said the way they should do it is just like, you should just go like, 100 yards past, they should just take your thumbprint for like your payment. Like just, they'd be like, yeah, that's exactly what they said. They'd be like, there would be no registration in the spring because every spot would be full because you're just on that runner's high. And I'm like, yeah, probably, except for the fewer that are like, this was stupid. Because there are a couple of people that get back, they're a little salty. They're like, that was the dumbest thing I ever did in my life, but not many. But it's about 90. It'd probably be about a 95% return rate, I would guess. Art says,
that's a big portion of the Run Disney community anyway. It is a lot of return people, though.
Oh yeah, but I think that's what I love so much. It's almost, I think we have it skewed though because of the lizards, right? I mean, it's always like a big family reunion, but I think that's what it is for Run Disney in general. You go back and like you get like, we've gotten to know, like you said, like Riley and Pelkey and Carissa. Like we don't know them; they're not our friends, but we're friendly with them. They're nice to us. We're nice to them. And it's just good to go back and see them a couple times a year. And we have friends like Kimberly Markey. Like I'm not great friends with her, but I see her at the races and we get to say hi. I have a lot of friends like that I don't see otherwise, but we meet up at the races and get to, spend 5-10 minutes together. And that's our time together. I think that's what Run Disney brings you, that kind of community. It's fun.
Yeah, but I'm just not a morning person. I mean, I am a morning person, but like, the 5-10 minutes that you give me is just at a marathon weekend at 3:30 in the morning is not ideal.
I know, dude, that is true because that is true. Cause like we're trying to have this, big old, everybody's hanging out, but it's 3:45 in the morning. Not everybody's at their best at 3:45 a.m. and it's usually cold or something. Yeah, I know. I get it.
I know. Oh man.
Oh man. So Art says his best meal of the weekend was the Wayfinder burger, which I wanted to get.
Oh my God, that is so good.
Everybody talks about that. I wanted to get
really
it, but
good.
I just didn't make it over there. I was thinking about bouncing out of the Magic Kingdom and going over, but I was like, it's too much work. And I ended up going just back to Pinocchio's Village House and getting the chicken parm sandwich, which was good.
Oh, I love that. I love that Wayfinder burger. It's really good. Had that over Thanksgiving week.
Did you know? I didn't even know this, but hang on. So I got too many calls coming in here at the same time. Let me get this call real quick. All right, caller, hang on one second. Real quick, Scott, did you know that Pinocchio's Village House had that balcony seating on the outside?
I did, and I saw that you went up there.
I know, but I had no idea, but the place was packed because I was like having lunch at like 2:00 in the afternoon in Fantasyland. That place was jammed. So I'm just dude, I need a place to sit. And I went through this
I don't know
door.
if I want to give this hack. I might have actually said it on a future Must See Adventure episode, so I'll probably just say it right now then because I think I do talk about it once I get to editing it. So we'll go to that Friar's Nook place across the street for breakfast sometimes.
Yeah.
But there's like no seating right there. But you can sit at Pinocchio's Village House.
Right.
Like that. So we'll like take our breakfast sandwich or whatever and sit over there. But a lot of times the door is open to Pinocchio's Village House. And you can actually walk upstairs and take it up there. So it's cooler in the morning. So sometimes that we'll like to go up there and eat our breakfast sandwich up there. And you just see the morning.
Dude, I had no idea that was even up there this whole time.
It is amazing.
I had no clue that was there, dude. I was just like, I need a place to sit, man. This place is a nut house. Like, because when you're by yourself, and plus when you're by yourself, right, you got to make you got to get all your utensils, everything, because you can't get back up. Like once you sit down, you're done. Like if you need more ketchup or you need napkins, you're done, dude. You can't get back up. So I'm getting all my stuff, and I'm like, I gotta find a table. So I'm just wandering. I'm like, oh, there's stairs. I didn't even know there was an upstairs in this place. So I go up the steps, and then there's a few little small tables. I'm like, those are all taken. There's a door. I'm like, where's that door go? That's outside. I'm like, there's a balcony on this place. And there were like 2 tables empty out there. I'm like, let's go. This has balcony seating outside in Fantasyland. I had no clue. I got the table. Cool. I was like, dang. And it was beautiful out that day. I was like, let's go.
Yep.
All right. Caller's here. Sorry, caller.
I love it when you can just discover something because I learned about it from like Tom Bricker, I think, from like years ago. But you learned it from like on your own, which makes it even better,
Okay, real quick, we gotta give a shout out real fast to Jord Bagley's sister-in-law, Ash. She's a big fan, called in 500 times, trying to persuade her to do the Dopey Challenge in 2027. So Ash, you have to do the Dopey Challenge in 2027. There's your shout out. Okay, caller, we've kept you on the line too long. You're too patient. What's going on?
Hey, Mike, this is June in Charlotte.
June, what's up? Thanks for calling in. Thanks for putting up with all this baloney tonight. This has been a mess.
That's good. So, first of all, congratulations on your 10th Dopey Challenge. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, if I can get through this cold this weekend, I'll be happy. But thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad to make it to the finish line.
Yeah. So I wanted to talk a little bit about how much I think you would love Tokyo Disney. But before that, I also have been dying to ask you about the Be Our Guest lizards. I think somebody asked you one time why you named it the lizards, and you said something about the color green or something like that. But when I first heard the name Be Our Guest lizards, I thought it was a play on Be Our Guest listeners.
It could be, but we could go with that. I mean, that's pretty slick. We're not that bright, but.
Well, we are bright in those green jerseys.
We are, exactly, kind of, yeah, we are. But no.
So I think that should be your answer. Like, it's Be Our Guest listeners or Be Our Guest lizards.
Yes, we're going to go back and change history. Starting on January 18th, 2026. June's got it. Like it. No, we just kind of came up with that because like those little skinks or whatever that are down there at Walt Disney World, they're everywhere. They're quick and you can't catch them.
Uh-huh.
That's us. Yeah. We're all over the place. They're fast, they're quick, and you just can't catch them, but they're all over the place.
Yeah.
It's kind of like us. Well, we're getting older.
Your listeners are all over the place too.
Well, I don't know about that.
They are.
We try. I mean, we try, but and like
all over the world.
That's true. I mean, Danny was in the Netherlands and he was getting me through the race. It was a miracle. That was great. But and I'll tell you what, the lizards are getting easier to catch day after day. when we started all this thing, I was in my 30s. Not as hard to catch anymore. So tell me why I would like Tokyo.
I'm a retired runner. I can't do it anymore. Now I do a lot of hot yoga. That's had to replace it because my joints can't take it anymore.
Hot yoga. You and Lane Kiffin, hot yoga. That's funny. I'll be moving into those. Like, I think Mallory was doing Pilates. I'm like, should I do Pilates with you? She's like, no, Dad. You need to just stick on the treadmill. I'm like, I got to do something else besides this. But yeah, she wouldn't let me. Yeah. So why would I like Tokyo? Is because I like Disneyland so much?
Well, I just think it's such a park fans park. I mean, it's a park that feels like there was no budget. So like everything is sort of like the scale of Rise of the Resistance, but everything is that scale. But especially because the other day when you guys were talking about on the podcast about ideas for the rides and the transportation and things that you wanted to create in the parks, and you kept talking about 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Mm-hmm. There is a 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea ride there, nice. and Tokyo Disney Sea, in a land called Mysterious Island that I think you would absolutely love. It's so kitschy and cool and unique. And then right across from it is Journey to the Center of the Earth, which I think you would love even more. But just when you guys were talking about that on the podcast the other day, I just kept thinking about how much you would love that area of the park.
And I have heard about that because I've listened to Wedway Radio back in the day when they would do like deep dives and, 3028. And I listen to a lot of other podcasts where they do deep dives into park history. And I've been the same way. Like, that would be my jam. So I'm with you. Like I said, like, it's taken me to be 52 to where I've started to get a passport, but
I know you gotta get that.
I'm excited. I'm becoming a grown up Tuesday. I'm going to the place to get my interview. Yeah.
It would make me so happy to see you there. You would just be so blown away, and just like we went to Disneyland and that first time experience in Disneyland, and to have that in Tokyo, which is just such an amazing park. I think it would just make me so happy to hear your reaction to that.
I think I'd have to go there again with Scotty G, because seriously, what made Disneyland so special for me that very first trip in 22 was that I got to go with Scott and his family. Like, seriously, like, we had the best time. I mean, because I was there with like my best bud, my family. Like, it was just, I mean, it was like the most incredible Disney trip I've ever had. Like, because it was like a first time experience for me, but Scott was like walking me through, like, make sure we do this and that. Oh man, it was so good. It was so good. Yeah, but
I heard Scott signing up for Tokyo, and it would be his first time too. So you guys could like experience the first time together.
Heck yeah, we're in.
I'm 100% all in on Tokyo. There's no doubt about it. I just got to arrange my PTO and figure out which year we're doing it, and start saving a few days, off to the side. Because it's going to be more than just Disneyland when we go out there, right? We're going to do a lot more stuff because Tokyo is awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen enough Amazing Race that I want to see Tokyo for real.
Plus I need to like learn some phrases, because I feel like when you go there, like it's probably a good idea to learn some of the language. I don't want to go in there and not know.
You don't
anything.
need it, but you want to be polite, right?
Exactly. Yeah. I try to be respectful and polite. Exactly. Oh yeah. But
Well, I can't wait to hear about it when you guys go.
Well, hey, I mean, we're doing them because the reason we're getting the passports is because Mallory wants for a senior trip to go to Mexico. We're going with a bunch of her friends. And so we have to have passports for that because, cruises, we can use the birth certificates and stuff. So we're going to have passports, and then I'm using that sucker. So the world is going to be our oyster after this summer. So yeah, June.
There we go.
I mean, not that we'll make it happen. So I'll drop this nugget on Pam tonight as I'm eating my Totino's pizza after the show. See what she's. I'll drop a little. I'll say June said we should go to Tokyo. And see, she'll be like, first of all, she'll be like, who's June? And I'll be like, June's an awesome listener and we should go to Tokyo.
Yeah.
Listeners,
And you
listener or
like
listener?
sushi? You get to eat some sushi. And...
Oh man, I love sushi. Oh my gosh. She doesn't, but I do. That won't be a selling point for her, but that's a definite selling point for me. Oh, I love some sushi.
I don't know if you saw my comment in the chat earlier tonight, but I was laughing so hard when you talked about the Cars land in Magic Kingdom, but you did not say Piston Peak. So I was like, well, I felt like you were scared to say.
Here's the thing. I normally would not have a problem saying that, but I've been taking so much Dayquil. I know where to not go today. Pam says, know your limits, and that's something that when you've taken 24 Dayquil in the last 3 days, you probably shouldn't go naming that part of the park at this point. Like give it 24 hours, Mike. keep it real. Like I'm trying to be smart because my mouth gets me in trouble sometimes.
Yeah. I can't wait to see that. See if it lives up to Cars Land in California, because that's going to be a hard one to match.
Cars Land's my favorite land of any of the lands anywhere. I love it.
It's amazing.
Oh, I just like being in there. I did, watching sunset, the shaboom, the whole thing. It's gorgeous.
It's beautiful. The canyon, like it feels like you're in the canyon. It's amazing.
It's my part of the world though. Like Route 66, we live right on Route 66, so it's kind of. I mean, in a way, it's kind of homey for me. It's me. That's America.
Awesome.
All right, well, June. Hey, it's so good to hear from you. It's been a little bit, so man, I can't wait to tell Pam we gotta go to Tokyo. See what she says. Yeah, I'll let you know.
Go book it.
Yeah. Let's get the passport thing like in hand first. Let's see if they actually grant me one. They might be like, yeah, maybe not. It's not a good idea to let you out of this country. Let's see what happens.
It's details.
Yeah, well, yeah, no, there's a lot of details. They might listen to this podcast. They might find it and be like, we're not giving you one. We've heard you talk. So we'll see. All right. Well, June, I appreciate you. You have a great week. You stay safe. Good talking to you.
Thanks, June.
See ya. All right. Hey man, we didn't get to take so many calls tonight because we had the troubles, but next week we'll make up for it because we'll have a big show next week before I head out to Disneyland the following week. But I'm glad we got it working.
I got another Sunday night off, huh?
I know. It's just one because we're going to get right back into the routine. I
almost registered because I got one of those alerts.
Shut up. You almost registered? You should. Why didn't you?
I got one of those alerts. I was with my boss and I got one of those alerts. I was like, hold on.
Was it for a Dumbo bib?
Yeah. And I was like, should I do it? I said it to my boss. Should I do it? She's like, yeah, you should do it. So like we stopped like what we were talking about and like we got it on and then it was gone. Like those things just go so quick when that
Why?
happens.
Do you remember the time you called me when I was at like a media thing? I was on the train. You're like, should I sign you up for the race? Yeah. I'm like, dude, you got my credit card. Sign up. I hung up. I was like, sign me up. I know.
So I'll continue to be on the look. Maybe who knows? Maybe I'll just mysteriously show up.
Dude, I'm telling you, if it's just, I mean, I don't know if the whole family, I hope the whole family could come, but if they can't, dude, I got a bed at Hojo.
I don't think Emily could because of college, but like it could, I don't know. We'll just see what happens.
Dude, you got to do it. I'm telling you, come on, man. That'd make me so happy. Let's go.
That's over mine and Elizabeth's anniversary too, I think. Yeah. When is it? Like the 30th or?
Yeah, it's like, because I'm coming home on the 2nd or something.
Okay. Yeah, the 2nd's our anniversary.
The 2nd's a Monday.
Yep, Groundhog Day.
Yep. Yes.
That's our date anniversary, I should say. Not our anniversary, but
dude, you gotta make you're teasing. Now you gotta make it happen.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to I was just telling you I was just sharing a story. That's why I do.
I know.
I was at work, I got that alert, and I was like, I'm gonna try to get in. Because I'm trying to get Beth a bib for like the springtime 10K. So I started trying to get those notifications, and then now I'm seeing the Disneyland ones. I'm like, oh, that's intriguing.
Yes. Dude, time's ticking on that.
They're not going to have them for a while.
I know, dude. This is it. This is it, dude. I know. This is it. You got to do it, dude. You're great. Come on, man. You got to be on that. You got to just be on it. I'm just saying. And shout out to George. He's tuned in on Instagram. What's up, George? Got to hang out with him. I'm always jealous. George always looks so good in his pictures. I always look. But
yeah, I know, it's funny. Yeah,
my pinky's always sticking out. I consciously try to bring my pinky in on my pictures, and I can't. Because ever since you said that 7 years ago, I still try to bring my pinky in.
I'm
I can't.
So sorry.
I can't, dude. I can't. I have a problem. My pinky always pops out, even if I try to bring it in. Like I see, here comes PhotoPass bringing your pinky, Mike. I can't, dude. My pinky, it's like an antenna.
Your fingers are just kind of funny in your photos, man.
Dude, my pinky always
I
pops
got
out. I'm
your
telling you.
things too, man.
I love that our podcast family hopefully appreciates us because we are just off the rails tonight, and I'm on so much cold medicine it could kill an elephant right now. So that's just
none of us either one of us had. I normally don't have dinner at this point,
but I haven't. Usually I've eaten enough Taco Bell.
But I had an early lunch, so like I'm hungry and I'm calorie counting, so like I need to eat something.
I haven't had a thing. I've had one small salami sandwich at all today.
And we survived this and we didn't get hangry? Like, what the heck?
I know. It's a mess. All right. Well, we're going to wrap this up. Don't forget, show brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. We'd love to help you plan an amazing Disney adventure this week. No additional cost to you. Check out all the details today over at themagicforless.com. We also have a great Amazon affiliate link that supports the show. Anytime you do that Amazon shopping, beourguestpodcast.com/Amazon. Please click through that. And you become a patron of the show. It's patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. Just $5 a month. It's like a cup of coffee a month. You support the show. You keep all this nonsense going. And when you do that, you get a bonus show called Mike in the Midwest. Just had one today talking about marathon weekend and some of the great stuff you get to see if you go and just watch a marathon. You don't have to run one. Just watch one sometime. And that came out today. Thanks to everybody who supports us over there. Again, it's patreon.com/beourguestpodcast. You can follow me on the social media at BeOurGuestMike. That's on Instagram, x.com, and Threads. Scott's at Epscott, EPSCOT. Give him a big follow in those places. But the place you got to go is Must See Adventures. Scott, I know a lot's been happening on the channel. You just had an episode about your travel day arrival at Boardwalk. What is happening on the episodes coming up here soon? What's happening?
I mean, it's the summer 2025 series. You know, here we are in 2026, and we're talking about last summer because when it's wintertime, I think about summer vacations. We're starting to plan those right now. So yeah, we're kicking off our stay at the Boardwalk, our cruise on the Magic, the Be Our Guest podcast cruise. In a couple weeks, Mike, you will be officially making your must-see adventure debut. I'm so excited to finally see you on the big screen. I mean, I see you on the big screen already with Mike in the Midwest and the podcast, but now I'm going to see you in the must-see adventure big screen. And that's history right there. I am so excited for that.
I can't wait. So just tune in. The best way to not miss it. I mean, who wants to miss that, right? I mean, come on, all right. You could tease it a lot better than that, but you don't want to miss any episodes. Like and subscribe Must See Adventures today so you get all the episodes. You can go back into the library if you're, these cold days. It's nothing better than having some YouTube right there on the TV.
Someone had the nicest comment. So many people are so nice on the Discord about like my videos, and you all are so sweet. I'm so thankful about it. But like, when I was younger, Mike, when I was sick, like I would just like binge watch like an old TV show or something. And there was Audra in the Discord this weekend who said she was sick and she was just watching a whole bunch of Must See Adventure episodes.
I love that. That
was the greatest thing I could ever like hear in my life. Like, because like I just took that as the biggest compliment because I would do that when I was like way back in the day. Like, I'm gonna watch a bunch of Seinfeld episodes. This is awesome because I'm not feeling well. I'm gonna sit on the couch and watch TV. And someone did that for like my content. Like that just felt like kind of wild to me, but it was awesome at the same time.
I was getting ready to put a reply to that, but then Pam called because she was driving home from Carbondale, right? Or she was at the basketball game or something. She called right at that moment because I read that and I was going to put something to say like, you're the modern day Bob Barker. Because when I was a kid, like we'd watch Bob Barker on the couch, right? And like watch The Price is Right and all those daytime game shows, like when you're sick. And I'm like, oh my gosh, Audra's watching Scott. Scott is Bob Barker. He's Bob Barker of today. It's awesome.
Come on down.
Exactly. There you
Come
go.
on down to the Must See Adventures.
Rodney. There you go.
Like and subscribe.
Exactly. I love it though. Anyway, so don't forget the clubhouse is where all this nonsense happens. That's the family gathering that happens 24/7, 365. It is great. It is free for everybody because I mean, it's a great community. I'm telling you, man, you got to get in there. Corey's showing pictures of his awesome place that he's opening up down in Memphis. We're so proud of him. It's where we all just celebrate each other. I can't even describe how great it is. And it's waiting for you right there to become a part of this community. Come on over. It's beourguestpodcast.com/clubhouse. And we'll do this again next Sunday night. So join us all the places. We'll see you there. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch, 7:00 Eastern, 6:00 Central. All right, time to jump out of here, and we'll have the shows this week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So if you have a listener question, Mike at beourguestpodcast.com. Get it in ASAP for the show. All right, so for Scotty G at Must See Adventures, I'm Mike here at beourguestpodcast.com. You guys have a great week. Stay safe, stay healthy, and we'll see you real soon.
You've been listening to the Be Our Guest Walt Disney World Trip Planning Podcast. If you have questions, comments, or would like to be a guest on the show, please visit our website at beourguestpodcast.com. Thanks for listening, and we'll see you real soon.